Baby, 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 baby. I don't like wasting my time. I don't like risking it all. Too busy handling mine. Too independent to fall. And I don't even know why. You make me want to.
Hey YouTube, it's me Kristianna. Welcome back to my channel, When in Doubt Pink. So today okay, so you know sometimes the universe just be calling on you to do a thing. So I watched this woman named Hilo Lux here on YouTube. She does fashion videos, but she did a video the other day of just talking about her finances and like her journey in influencing and stuff like that. But while she was talking, she was doing a get ready with me, and in this get ready with me she was using the Jackie Aina ABH Cosmetics collab palette, right? And I was like, dang, like whatever happened to my palette, because I definitely bought one. And then while I was sitting there watching like other content creators, I ended up watching I think you pronounce her name Eloho. She does commentary too, but sometimes she does beauty stuff, and she was doing a makeup video. She was getting ready for a date night, and she pulls out the same dang palette, and I was like, yo, what are the chances of like two content creators back to back like pulling this palette out and just using it, you know? And I cannot remember the last time I used this daggone palette. So I was like, okay, I think today I'm going to do just a revisit of this palette. And what's funny and embarrassing, so I have like a makeup like stackable drawer situation here, and it's actually right here at my access. So it's just so funny that I haven't used this palette in ages, but it's been in arm's reach for some time. There's also a BH Cosmetics. There's also a BH Cosmetics palette in this drawer too, which is I guess funny and not funny considering they're getting ready to shut down. So we think anyway. But yeah, here's my palette. Barely used. Look at that. Barely used. There's so many colors in here I've never used, sadly. And it's funny because I think I use the brush that came with this palette all the time, which is even more messed up, but here we are. Okay, so I am going to be revisiting this palette today, and I'm wondering if I should do like maybe some purple. There's some really pretty purple colors in here that I've never used. We're gonna get past that part, okay? But I think that's what I'll do today, because why not? Okay, so obviously my eyebrows are on, but I only concealed the bottom part, not the top part. So these will definitely look a little smaller once I put my foundation on, because we don't have any foundation on at this time because I wasn't really sure what colors I wanted to use, and sometimes it's better to put the foundation on after the fact. Usually most of the time for me, but a lot of times like I don't get to wear fancy colors, bright colors that often anymore, because it's a little bit weird showing up to a Zoom call looking like you just came back or on your way to a party. So I'm just starting with this color called Edges. I'm always kind of the person who reaches for like that brown or like orangey transition color first, kind of my thing. I think it's so weird though, the way the consumption of makeup, or just like in the beauty space in general, the way that consumption is for a lot of us, especially people who are making content like based on consumption of product. It can be really easy to do what I did, right? When Jackie came out with the palette, I remember I didn't have the money at the time to buy it right away, but like I just kept my eye on it. And I want to say that she ended up doing a relaunch because it was so popular. And then when she did the relaunch, I was able to get my hands on it. I want to say that's what happened, because I know I didn't get it when it first came out. I know I didn't have the funds and was sad that I couldn't get it. But once I did get it, I think I used it maybe just a couple times after I swatched it, and then never came back for it, because there's always gonna be like another new thing out. There's always gonna be something else that people are talking about or like raving over, and it can be really hard to like try to keep up with that, which leaves you to having like 1,000,001 palettes that never see the light of day after purchase. So this is the color Credit. It is like it's brown, but it looks like a deep purple. You know, honestly speaking, even in the same conversation as like consumption leaving us to buy a bunch of things and then we forget all about them so quickly, it's interesting the way that makeup brands, right? There are like 1,000,001 makeup brands coming out even still every day, and it's so easy to even forget about makeup brands if they're not like constantly putting stuff out. Like ABH, like what are they even still doing, right? I know they went through a little bit of scandal, I want to say. I don't remember what the scandal was, so I won't get into that, but I think they did go through some sort of scandal with the owners. But the last I think I heard about ABH putting out like product, I think they were putting out some sort of makeup wipes, and people were going, why are you putting out makeup wipes in 2020 maybe that was, I don't know. But like, why are you doing that? Which I guess on the makeup wipes thing, I use them sometimes. I do have reusable like makeup eraser cloths, the SpongeBob ones, but even I'll say that sometimes it's just easier to use a wipe. I don't really find myself like being too fond of like Patrick Star the person, just because of some of the things I've seen in the past. But I will say that his makeup wipes and makeup dissolving mist, so good. And also the cloth is like huge. You only need the one cloth for your whole face, so to me that's a win, considering how many makeup wipes it can usually take to take off a full face of makeup. Okay, so I'm taking out my cream contour palette and I'm gonna cut me up a quick crease. All right, now my eyes are two different shapes, low key, high key. So it's always really kind of rough for me to make sure that my creases are like generally the same shape. Pray for me. I realized that the aperture on my camera was still really high. I was wondering why I was looking so washed out, but we're good now. So now I'm just taking a clean brush and like cleaning up just some of the muddiness and like harsh lines that I'm seeing in the camera that I can't see in real life. Okay, so I'm going to be using the color Shookington, which is just like this really pretty light purple that I've never used a day in my life. And I think I'm going to be using Big Wig on the outer part of my lid here. So let's go for it. So pretty. Now I'm going back in with the Credit color to kind of define that crease area. Then I'm going to go in with this like baby pink color up here, Soleil. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm going to put this on my bottom lid. Why not some razzle dazzle? Then I'm going to use my Pat McGrath eyeliner. It's my favorite eyeliner, and it's been my favorite eyeliner for a while now. But I am going to use this to give myself kind of a thickish, I want kind of like a thick line, because I kind of like that, or I've been liking that lately. This is really good too if you're like somebody who really likes cat eyes, or somebody who ain't got no patience like me. I want it done right now. I have this Glossier mascara that I don't even remember why I haven't been using it, but we're gonna use it today. It's actually really nice. I don't know why I haven't used it since I purchased it, but again, I have so much makeup in here that like I bought from the excitement of it coming out, or the excitement of me buying something else, and I happen to grab that other thing, and then I just like bring it home and never think about it again in life, and that's messed up. And mostly it's a disservice to myself, because you know my hard-earned money goes into this makeup, and then to like never wear it or forget all about it is like, damn, well I could have saved that like 50 bucks here and there, $60, or however much it would have cost me to buy that item. And so I think I'm going to be doing a lot more palette revisits for this very reason. Okay, so I'm back. I really do need to run a flat iron through these tired ass bangs, but I I am probably not gonna do that. This wig is almost at the end of its life, and it's kind of sad because I feel like this is really my look. I'm gonna keep rocking it until like it's literally like, girl, put it down. But okay, anyway, so here's the final look. I decided to do some like really neutral like lips. I'm still kind of perfecting my formula with that, so I didn't want to show it necessarily, but I did do a TikTok for it just now. But yeah, so this is kind of like what I came up with. Just really simple eyes, nothing to write home about, but I did have fun playing with this palette. It's been a long time. Like I said, I think I used it maybe once or twice and then forgot all about it. And that's really sad though, right? Because I think half the part of like supporting your favorite content creators is like to continue supporting them after you've done the initial thing. And although Jackie, you know, is doing pretty well for herself, it's still kind of nice to, you know, continue to support in these like small ways. Love that. Anyway, if you enjoyed, oh, come closer. If you enjoyed this or made it to this point, thank you so much for watching. Please support me by like hitting that like button, leaving a comment, you know, etc, etc. And I am gonna keep thinking of like just fun videos for me to do like this, because I do find this fun. I am somebody who still watches makeup tutorials in 2022. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.